Hi, it's Jeff Janak, and I'm back for another Madden 21 video, this time on Madden Ultimate Team. What's new this year? What's new with the card art? Who's the MUT Master? Who's the Level Master? Team captains? And is there loyalty? Stay tuned and find out. Okay, here we go. Madden 21, Madden Ultimate Team. All this information taken from the tonight's live stream recorded on August 18th. We're going to start with some new layout information, the way they've laid out the card art. And you're going to see by the following graphic, they've done it in a sort of a 50-50 layout. 50% for the player, 50% for the information on the card. What's the position, what's the rating, what's the X factor. Then as we flip through the other graphics, you can see how they've changed it, going into different modes, showing you the background of the card, showing you how when you're flipping through the item binder, how the cards will change. So a different layout, different perspective of how they've done the card art this year. You can see here as they flip from different items, the graphics will change, highlighting different pieces, trying to give us all the information that we're going to need in the to make a decision about, are we keeping this player, are we upgrading this player, what are we going to do for that. So they've tried to make it a little cleaner. Over the years, they've kind of tacked on some things, and this year they took a step back and tried to re-envision how the cards actually look. So I think they've done a good job of sort of laying the cards out for us, helping us figure out what the factor is, the X factor, or do they have a training card, etc. When we move in here, when you're looking at the item, you can see here's your regular. How do I compare? How do I trade? How do I quick sell? And they gives you a little bit of history on the card and what their archetype is, their X factor, etc., etc. So it's a nice clean look, trying to give us all the information that we need. Here is all of their ratings right on one screen. So as we're looking at Aaron Darnold here, we can sit and we can see, okay, here's his size, here's his ratings, here's all of his numbers. And so this is kind of like the back of the card, if you will. So we can see all of this information, and then as you move through to the attributes, that was the attributes tab, and then what are the upgrades path. They show us the complete path, so you can actually go through the entire path, and you can cycle all the way through and kind of add up, okay, how many training points am I going to need in order to get, into a 90, a 95, a 98. So you can kind of prejudge how much training you're going to need, and so you can cycle through it. So they did a nice good job of cleaning this up, making it look clean. As you can see here, you can see where we can add the chemistries in. You can see, all the path to the which X factors and superstars abilities you have. If there's different front art, you'll be able to cycle through them as well. Another new piece they added this year is ability caps. You have up to 10, and so you can see in the corner this rating is a 2. So you have to look at your ability caps, figure out which players have them, and you can tag them up to 10, up to a score of 10 for all of your players. All right, let's get into the MUT programs. First up, Rivals. So there's going to be a challenge that you'll do right off the bat. Just a quick little solo challenge. Just have to go and score a touchdown. And then once you do that, you'll be presented with 3 players that you can pick from. They all have the same rating. They are as follows. First, you got Ben Roethlisberger. After that, you will have, okay, so there's Ben. Then you can choose from Zach Ertz. And finally, from the Dallas Cowboys, you'll be able to pick linebacker Jalen Smith. So they're all 85s. You'll be able to add them directly into your team. Team captains are back. And just like in previous years, you get your choice of 4. You got halfback Eddie George. You got defensive 10 Leroy Glover. You've got wide receiver Ed McCaffrey, Christian's dad, and of course, cornerback Arvinas Williams. What's different this year is you're not stuck with your team captain. You'll be able to swap them out. So if at some point during the year you get a better wide receiver, a better halfback, you'd be able to switch it for one of the other players. So that's an interesting little twist that they've added in, which I think makes this quite good. You're not stuck with the same player. You'll be able to change them around and upgrade them. Just like usual, you will get a team captain pack, and you can pick which of the 4 players that you want. Again, you've got Ed, Leroy, Arenas, and Eddie. So once you pick your player, you add them to your lineup, and you're good to start playing with them. You will get tokens to upgrade them throughout the year. You'll be able to, during what they call Season 1, should be able to get them up to about a 94. And then as the different seasons approach, you'll be able to get additional tokens to be able to upgrade them eventually up to a 99. So what about the cards? So there's Arenas Williams' card. They're all 87s, and so you can take a look at him. You can take a look here coming up to Ed's card. There's Eddie George's card. Again, they're all 87s. He's got some good numbers here. 85, 85, 81, 86. Happy with those. We can get over to Ed McCaffrey to see his wide receiver numbers. A great wide receiver, Ed's dad. Numbers are pretty much the same, so depending on how you want to build out your theme team, you will decide which player you want to go to. And then finally, Cowboys, Leroy Glover, great defensive tackle in his day, and you can see his numbers spread out right there. NFL Epics is back. So NFL Epics, you have 4 epic players, Larry, Adrian, Ronnie, and Jack Youngblood. Jack Youngblood is an older Steeler for you young folks who may not know who he is. Even Ronnie Lott, some of you may not know who he is. So great players, and you will have basically 25 challenges for each one of these, and you go through each of the 25, so you got 100, and then there's a couple of bonus ones, so about 105 challenges, and you'll be able to get yourself 4 great players, 85 players. So here's the numbers on Larry. They're all 85s, and you got about 25 challenges each to do for each one. And then once you do that, you'll be able to plug these into your lineup. So you can decide at that point which epic do you want to go to in which order. So we can see here we got Larry's numbers. So again, there's lots of good wide receiver options with both the different players. Okay, so here's Adrian. So if you need a Washington team running back or just a other running back, you're good to go here with him. Ronnie Lott is a Super Bowl winning corner for the San Francisco 49ers, and we will see his numbers here. And then finally, you've got Jack Youngblood, 70s star from the Rams. I think I said the Steelers. He was from the Rams. Next up, Mutt Master. For some of the younger Madden players, they may not know who Sam Mills is. Go back and watch the live stream. They do a good job of explaining who he is. But Carolina Panthers are known for their pound hashtag. He is the reason. He's a former player. He's a former coach. Was a coach on the team when they went to the Super Bowl. So just like with most MUT Masters, you've got a progression to get through. With him in the lineup, some are easy to get, some are a little trickier to get, but you can just like in previous years, you have a bunch of challenges, you have a bunch of progressions to get through to with Sam in the lineup. Got to make sure Sam is in the lineup, so you got to keep progressing him, and then you'll be able to move on and upgrade him and get him up to an overall of 99. Sam Mills was not only a great coach, but he was also a great player. So here you can see 40 team sacks, 70 team sacks easy, and then 75 and 100 solo tackles with him. It's a little trickier to get, but if you can get all four, then you'll be able to upgrade Sam. The first two should be fairly easy to get. The other two may take a little bit longer, especially if he's not in your starting lineup. So you'll want to make sure you work on that. Here we got Sam Mills. You can see the numbers on him as potentially your middle starting linebacker as he progresses through. He's currently this is his card as he is a 93 and moving up to a 94 as you progress him up through it. Here you can see his attributes and his upgrade path, showing you the new card art, especially for your 2021 Madden MUT Master. Level Master is back, and Andre Johnson is back into Madden Ultimate Team. So just like always, here are some stats on him, showing you his upgrade path and his attributes. As you'll also be able to choose which chemistry you would like. You have all 32 chemistries, so as I build up my Cowboys Steam team, I will be able to add Andre Johnson to my Cowboys chemistry as I build that out. So Andre Johnson makes his return back to Madden Ultimate Team for another year as the level master. As always, as you progress through and you get to your different levels, you will then be able to get tokens to be able to upgrade good old Andre. The levels start off and max out at 50, and then as the series progresses, they'll also increase, just like in previous years. But we'll talk more about that later. As you can see, some more information here on the different abilities that and upgrades that the level master has. So you got to start planning out your team with a number of a bunch of with the masters and the captains and the team diamonds. Time to start planning out your team in which way you want to go. Next up, team affinity, as they're calling it, team builders. Like in other years, you've got your team captains and then you've got your team builders, and you'll have a series of challenges to of course, to complete, and then you'll be able to choose your different team builders for your team. The following list is the list of each team and the team builders. This was put together by Agent K during the live stream, so there are a few spelling mistakes. So we're going to first see the team diamond, the first player from the Bears. They just happen to be in alphabetical order, so we're going to take a look at that first. And then we're going to see, okay, so there's Jimbo Covert, and you can see the Bengals, Takeo Spikes, newly retired Kyle Williams for the Bills. If you put in a bunch of your team old players, you'll be able to upgrade and get your team diamond. Here are the players. As I said, Takeo from the Bengals, Cowboys. You've got newly retired Travis Frederick, Troy Vincent, who is also head of the NFLPA. Roddy White, wide receiver from the Falcons, Heath Miller from the Steelers, bunch of different London Fletcher from the Washington football team. So you can see here, you can pick and choose who are your players. You can upgrade and take some of the old ones you've got and figure out which way you want to go. And get which player you want, so you can upgrade these. Mark Clayton, wide receiver from the Dolphins, was great back in the day. So this will be useful depending on which version you get, MVP or not. You've got those gold packs. Some of those players may not make your lineup right away, and so you'll be able to then look at figuring out which player you want. And then be able to get an upgraded team diamond relatively quickly. Maybe I'll do a video on something you might want to look at doing when you first start out in Ultimate Team. Okay, to wrap it up, just a few more things. Legends are coming. Every Saturday there will be 2. They're going to come out with something called the Top 50. That's will be announced later. And then finally, some other MUT stuff. Yes, solo battles, house rules, weekend lead, MUT dedication, MUT levels, and EA Play, formerly EA Access, is all back. Solo battles is back again this year, much like last year. You will have the same Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You got a set Thursday, Friday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got the third update to those. So it should work much like last year around that. Then Weekend League and House Rules will both be back. Start dates are all to be determined. Pay attention to the MUT Twitter feed, NFL Direct, so you know exactly what's happening. MUT dedication, just like last year, there's going to be weekly and daily missions. Complete a bunch of these and every week, and you get some packs. Every day, complete a bunch of things, and you get your packs there. Same thing with the levels. Leveling goes right up to 50 for now. Starting when you get to level 3, you'll get an upgrade pack or upgrade pass. And as you get to level 7 is when you get your first level master token. And you can progress all the way up, and you will see shortly when you get to level 50 what will happen in there. So not a lot of difference from these standard MUT features. It's pretty much the same as last year. Nothing out of the ordinary there. All the dates are to be determined. On the stream, they talked about the dates, but weren't exactly sure. So pay attention to their Twitter feed, like I said, and we'll know exactly what's happening. So there's the level 7 level up. And eventually you'll get to level 50, and you can see you'll get a 61 upgrade token, and EA Access, EA Pass, all there now. Finally, what about the move to next gen? And back? Wait, we can't go back, can we? So when you, with the new consoles that come out, if you go from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, you can go backwards. So you save your coins, your training, your points. Everything is coexistent within the same family. So PlayStation to PlayStation, Xbox to Xbox. Finally, we've got MutHead at recording. This was not available. By the time this is posted, I will drop a link into the description for MutHead. The team over there has been working with the Madden team to get all of the ratings. So I'll put a link in the chat, in the description below, so you can click on it and find out all of the ratings you're going to need for all of the players in Madden 21. And there we have it, the complete breakdown of Madden Ultimate Team MUT 21. What did you think? Players good? Players bad? What did you think of the art? Comment down below if you wouldn't mind. Also, do what it says here. Subscribe and click on the bell. And yeah, any other feedback you have on Madden. And looking forward to maybe playing some of you in the yard. And love to know your feedback. Keep in touch over the year. And let's see. And stay tuned for some more MUT videos.